Proverbs 7, all at once. Now, this is so graphic now. Look at this. All at once, he followed her like an ox going to the slaughter. Okay, so the man who is chasing after immorality, the let's sleep around, let's go have this power-packed night of sexual delight, he followed her like an ox going to the slaughter. So does anybody want to be an ox going to the slaughter? I mean, is that like your life dream? No. Like a deer stepping into a noose. So there you go, and you're trapped. And what's going to happen to you now? Till an arrow pierces his liver. That's what's going to happen. There's a hunter out there and trying to trap the deer and then puts the arrow through it like a bird darting into a snare. Little knowing it will cost him his life. What a price. What a price to pay for sin. Now, yes, this is specifically sexual sin, and some of the most dramatic consequences that are spoken of in Scripture relate to sexual sin, but of course, there's countless other sins. Idolatry is a great and terrible sin, and any number of other sins. But what things are, when it comes to sexual immorality, the promises are so great that Satan makes, the world makes. It's going to be so great. You're going to love it. It's going to be so good. And you're like a bird darting into a snare, and it's like an arrow's going through your liver, and you're an animal that's being trapped. You're an ox that's going to the slaughter, little knowing it will cost him his life. Now then, my sons, listen to me. Pay attention to what I say. Do not let your heart turn to her ways or stray into her paths. Many are the victims she has brought down. Her slain are a mighty throng. Her house is a highway to the grave, leading down to the chambers of death. I mean, the power and literary beauty of that. I mean, there's got to be some book entitled Her Slain is a Mighty Throng, or Highway to the Grave, or, The Chambers of Death. These are just very graphic pictures. Now move forward to the New Testament that develops some of these themes in different ways. In Ephesians 5, but completely complementary ways. But among you, and that is among God's people, the saints, God's children, there must not be even a hint of sexual immorality. Whoa. Now, again, what might he have said? You shouldn't be sexually immoral. There must not even be a hint of sexual immorality, which is why I object to a Christian leader laughing at the idea of let's go see a raunchy movie. Because these are or of any kind of impurity, because these are improper for God's holy people. Nor should there be obscenity, foolish talk, or coarse joking, which are out of place. Out of place for God's people.